When you focus on what you do best, you provide greater value and better results. Hello and welcome back to the Blissful Mompreneur podcast. I'm your host, Christina Hall, and I am so grateful you are here today. I am on a mission to help mompreneurs or female entrepreneurs who hope to be moms in the future systemize and scale their businesses to beat overwhelm and reclaim their time. Join me each week as I dive into actionable strategies and inspiring stories to support you on your journey to entrepreneurial success and work-life balance. For about 2.5 years, I've been struggling with intense fatigue due to low iron. And just last week, I had my first iron infusion. While I think it will take some time to notice the full effects, I definitely have more energy than usual, which is amazing. So a few days ago, I came across a YouTube video about decluttering your home. Feeling inspired with my newfound energy, I immediately started decluttering and organizing. Since then, I've noticed that I feel lighter and less stress. Tidying up and cleaning are so much easier because most things have a place, and having less clutter makes cleaning go much faster. While organizing the other day, I began exploring how the concept of decluttering could be applied to my business. I recalled instances where I've simplified my business and how much more ease and joy it brought to my life. It gave me the idea for this very episode. So today I'm going to share with you the benefits of simplifying your business, examples of how I did this in my own business, and actionable steps you can take to do the same in yours. We've all heard the concept, less is more. For those of you new to this idea, simplifying your business is exactly that. This can include removing or combining offers, paring down your pricing model to just 1 or 2 price options, simplifying the systems in your business by removing steps or automating processes, or simplifying your team by combining roles. The reason we simplify is to increase our revenue and profit margins, make our jobs easier so we can focus on more important tasks, improve the customer experience, and make our products or services more exceptional. Simplifying is beneficial at any point, but it can be particularly helpful if you're preparing your business for maternity leave. Let's dive in. For years, I believed that the more offers and options we had, the more money we would make. When I began hiring teachers, I initially sought out a piano teacher with plans of offering private voice and piano lessons. At the time, I was already teaching voice. However, the teacher I hired was a certified music therapist, guitarist, and pianist. Naturally, I thought the best thing would be to offer music therapy and guitar in addition to piano. And this worked out great at first, but when that teacher moved on, I had to find another certified music therapist who could teach piano and guitar and was also a great culture fit. Unfortunately, I was not able to find someone who met that criteria. My next hire was someone who could teach voice, piano, and guitar, which meant I had to turn away our music therapy customers at the time. We didn't have many at the time, so it wasn't a huge loss, but still wasn't ideal. For years, I continued to try to find teachers that could teach either piano and guitar or voice, piano, and guitar, which really limited the number of quality teachers I could hire. It also made finding substitute teachers extremely difficult. After years of doing this, I finally had a realization. What if I reduced my offerings to just private voice and piano lessons? These are the 2 most popular instruments, and we do both extremely well. Also, it's much easier to find quality teachers who could teach both voice and piano than finding teachers who could teach all 3 instruments. This decision lifted a huge weight off of my shoulders. Once we transitioned to just offering voice and piano, everything became so much easier. Hiring, training, finding substitute teachers, and marketing. Instead of having 3 different Google ad campaigns, one for each instrument we offered, I was able to reduce to just 2, which gave me more options. I could either spend less on marketing altogether or use those funds to spend more on our voice and piano campaigns. Specializing in just 2 instruments has allowed us to stand out in our market. Many local studios offer a variety of different instruments, but we pride ourselves on offering exceptional education in just these 2 areas. Since we excel in providing quality instruction in these 2 areas, we have better student retention than ever before and excellent word of mouth, which increases our profit and reduces our marketing spend. Unfortunately, I did not make this decision until after both of my maternity leaves, but I know that if I had, my maternity leaves would have been even smoother. We live in a world where people have everything they could ever want at their fingertips, which means everyone is suffering from decision fatigue. When we simplify our offerings, it makes it easier for our customers to make decisions, which means more sales for us. Now, hopefully I've convinced you that simplification of your offers can be extremely powerful. Now let's get started on assessing your current offerings. You may want to bring key team members into this conversation, but I recommend that you begin this process on your own so that you can gain clarity on what is important to you before getting the opinions of your team members. Okay, step number 1, begin by writing a list of all the services you offer. Write down all the resources each service requires. This includes people, time, money. How many people are involved in carrying out the service? When considering the time needed, be sure to consider preparation, delivery, and follow-up. What are the costs of the materials, labor, and your venue? Next, move on to step number 2, which is to evaluate the profitability of each service. So record the revenue for each service. You could do this over the course of the year or monthly. If you were doing this specifically for your maternity leave, you may want to consider looking at your revenue from the same period last year. So like if you plan on taking September, October, and November off for your maternity leave, then look at your revenue for September, October, and November from the prior year. Then deduct the cost to deliver this service from the revenue generated to get the profit of the particular service. Now, step number 3, you're going to assess client demand and satisfaction. How many leads come in each month inquiring about each service? How many of them convert to new clients? How is your retention or churn rate for each service? You could also send out surveys asking your clients about each service. You could use programs like Typeform, SurveyMonkey, or even a simple Google form. Also consider what you as a business do really well. Step number 4, reflect on your mission and business goals. Do all of the services support your mission and your goals? Step number 5, once you've analyzed your current offerings, begin to remove and/or combine services. Focus on removing low-value services. These are services that do not generate much profit, have low demand, do not align with your mission and goals, or use up a lot of your resources, such as time and money. Are there opportunities to combine or consolidate similar offerings? Could you create enticing packages? And step number 6, now that you've simplified your offerings, take a closer look at your pricing model. Do you have complicated pricing tiers that make it confusing for your clients? Can you simplify and only have one price for all of your offers with an upsell, or just 2 different prices? Would a monthly rate make sense for your business? Would it make sense to package offers together and price them at a discount? One thing to keep in mind when offering discounts, make sure the discounted price covers all of your expenses and leaves you with a good profit margin. Then make the regular price higher. Explore various pricing options that would simplify the process and make decisions easier for your clients. Several years ago, I switched to a monthly tuition model. Every year, I calculate the cost for all the lessons in the 10-month school year, divide that by 10, and charge a flat monthly rate each month, regardless of the number of lessons in that month. Billing is so much easier now because we simply set up automatic recurring payments each month for the same amount. In the past, I would spend hours counting how many lessons each student had in that particular month, and then would manually create and send invoices to each student. It took so much time and was more difficult for parents because they would have to remember to bring in cash or a check to the lesson. They also would have to pay a different amount each month, which makes budgeting more difficult. Now, they simply sign a credit card authorization form and we charge their card the same amount each month, no surprises. Plus, I include all recital fees in the membership, as well as all sheet music and piano books. This is so that families do not have to worry about being charged additional fees throughout the year. Parents have commented on how appreciative they are that we do not sell tickets to our recitals. I calculate our annual recital costs and build that into the membership so that we don't have to sell tickets. I want our recitals to be a joyous celebration of our students' growth throughout the year, not another expense. Overall, simplifying our pricing model was a huge success and something I wish I did sooner. Over the next week, take some time to brainstorm how you could simplify your offers and pricing models. You may experience fear and anxiety around what your clients will think if you make these changes. I certainly did. It's a natural way to feel, but remember that simplifying your offerings can ultimately lead to a better experience for your clients. Clearer options and streamlined services can reduce their decision fatigue and make it easier for them to choose and benefit from what you offer. Remember, clients appreciate quality and consistency. When you focus on what you do best, you provide greater value and better results. Communicate openly with your clients about why you're making these changes and how it will benefit them. Most importantly, trust in your expertise and your vision for your business. Change can be intimidating, but it can also lead to growth and greater satisfaction for both you and your clients. If you have any questions, please DM me on Instagram at the Blissful Mompreneur. I'd love to help in any way that I can. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Blissful Mompreneur podcast. I hope you found the episode valuable and inspiring. Remember, you have the power to step off the hamster wheel, reclaim your time, and to find balance in your life. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, and leave a comment below letting me know your biggest takeaway. Your feedback helps me continue to provide valuable content to mompreneurs like you. Until next time, keep pursuing your dreams, finding joy in the journey, and creating a life and business you love. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.